Hi students, today's discussion on the transient analysis of DC circuit. Let us do one exercise, and the given question is, assume that switch S in the given circuit, this is switch S, is in position 1 for a long time. The switch is connected to position 1. The switch is connected to position 1 for a long time. That means that time is infinity, and thrown to position 2 at t equal to 0. So let us classify this into two different time scale. One is, this is switch closing instant, that is t equal to 0, and anything after that is equal to t equal to 0 plus, and this is t equal to 0 minus. So before the switch throw to position number 2, it was connected at number 1. The switch position was at number 1. But what happened at t equal to 0? The switch position changed to number 2. And in this given question, at t equal to 0 plus, the current I1 is, this is the current I1 at t equal to 0 plus, this is the t equal to 0. The moment after closing the switch, that is here, the moment after the closing the switch, t equal to 0 plus, let us write it here, t equal to 0 plus, the moment after closing the switch, t equal to 0 plus, the current I1 is, so you have to find what is the value of this current after switching the position of switch from 1 to 2. For this question, we have to study what is the state of this circuit the before switch is throwing to position number 2. Okay, let us imagine that now the switch is connected to the position 1. At this position, what will happen at steady state? Somewhere it is happen, somewhere at this point, the switch is connected to position number 1, and it is continued till this point, and at t equal to 0, the switch is changed. Okay, now the switch is connected to position number 1, the system becomes steady state. When the system becomes steady state, what will happen to the capacitor? The capacitor will build up 1 voltage, and these two capacitor will build up 1 voltage. Let us take that this is a voltage across capacitor C1, and this is the voltage across capacitor C2. And what happened to inductor L? The inductor become a short circuit. So at steady state, inductor become a short circuit. Since this is short circuited, this capacitor will discharge completely through this short circuit. That means capacitor is completely discharged. So if you look at this circuit from this side, the circuit would be look like this. This is the voltage source, and this is a switch, and this is a capacitor, and this is a short circuit path. The inductor is short circuited, and here we can see this capacitor, this part is eliminated. Why? Because there is a short circuit. Okay, now this is the voltage, and this is a C plus, see the polarity of the voltage source, plus and minus, see the polarity of the capacitor, plus and minus. Now the network C is only this capacitor. The second capacitor is completely eliminated because the inductor is short circuited the capacitor. Now what is the voltage across the capacitor? The voltage across capacitor is source voltage V. So at steady state, when the position of the switch at number 1, the voltage across capacitor is V. So we finally identified the magnitude of voltage across the capacitor, that is V. Okay. Now let's see what will happen when we swap the position of the switch. Now see here, when we switch the position of this switch to number 2, the circuit would be like this. We found the value of voltage. The value of voltage is plus or minus. So the value of capacitor, the voltage across the capacitor is V. See, the V is the voltage across the capacitor. Now switch position is at 2. So what is the value of this current? I1 of t, because current is a time dependent, because it is a transient state, at t equal to 0 plus, the moment after switching the position of the switch to number 2. So when you switch the position of the switch to number 2, at that moment inductor will act as an open circuit. So inductor become an open circuit. Clear? Capacitor become short circuit. So remember that at this point inductor in the end become open circuit and capacitor become short circuit. This is very important. This is at the beginning, but okay. Now see the circuit, rearrange the circuit again. So this is a capacitor. Now capacitor is a voltage source for some time, plus, minus, what is the voltage? V. Inductor is open circuit, there is no current flow through the inductor. Here one resistor R, and here we can see that there is another R. And what happened to the capacitor? The capacitor is short circuited. The capacitor is short circuited at t equal to 0 plus. Okay. Now the direction of the given current is, this is the direction of the given current. Okay. That is the direction of the current flow in the question. Now look at the figure. What is the current? The current is the voltage all divided by, what is the total resistance? R plus R, 2R. This is the current. But as per our polarity, the current flow will be like this. Clear? So the direction of the current flow is opposite to the direction of the current flow given in the question. So the value of I1 of t is, the value of I1 of t at the moment t equal to 0 plus is I1 of t, when at t equal to 0 plus is minus V by 2R. So this is the final value of this question. The current I1 is, this is the previous gate exercise. The expression of the current is V by 2R, minus V by 2R, because the actual direction of the current flow is opposite to the direction of the current flow that is given in the question. That's why it is minus. Minus just indicating the reference. That's all. So this is very important to keep in your mind, that L become an open circuit, C become short circuit when t equal to 0 plus. When t become infinity, When t tends to become infinity, L become short circuit and C become open circuit. Now here our complete attention was on this point. Clear? So by using these simple techniques, you can find the voltage, the current of a DC circuit when its switch is changing. So when it is switch is changing, we are disturbing the circuit. So at that disturbance, the current magnitude and voltage magnitude, everything will change. They are time dependent. Okay, so try this method and solve the DC circuit transient characteristics. Okay, thank you. Bye.